Well, perhaps no one has more at stake going into Saturday's Liberal Leadership Convention than BC's arts community. Last week's provincial budget did shore up some funding for the arts in the coming year, but it is still down from last year, and that means trying to turn tragedy into comedy for BC's arts community.
There is little to sing about in the recently announced 2011 BC budget. For the second year in a row, funding cuts have left the arts and culture community in a state of instability.
I do know that there have been jobs lost. I do know that there's been downsizing. I do know that there have been programs that have been cancelled.
I think any politician that thinks the arts aren't important to their economic plan are very short-sighted.
Venues like the Cultch Theatre in Vancouver continue to operate, but Executive Director Heather Redfern says it's been challenging.
This is our second year really dealing with major cuts here in British Columbia, and we're all just hanging on and hoping for better times.
What's with Canadians' obsession about talking about the weather?
Redfern estimates the Cultch's shortfall to be close to $65,000 this year. So she has turned to the public and some high-profile friends for help.
I'm sorry. This turd is salty.
Yes.
And that's what I say when I don't understand things.
This night of improv included Colin Mockery, Ryan Stiles, and some local actors volunteering their time to raise some funds.
The arts are so important. They really are a window to the world. And the place like the Cultural Centre, where they have companies from all over the world to come here, you need, unfortunately, you need money to put things on, and you can't always raise it yourself. You need help from the government.
And with the Liberal Leadership Convention on this weekend, the arts community is hopeful. George Abbott and Christy Clark have promised to restore gaming grants and funding to the BC Arts Council to the 2008-2009 level. Kevin Falcon has promised to restore the gaming grants, and Mike DeYoung has made no campaign promises regarding arts funding.
It really does help the community, it helps the city, it helps the country to keep that money going.
With only 3 months under her belt as a minister, Stephanie Cadieux says that adequately funding the arts is important to her. She hopes she can open the lines of communication between the arts community and the new premier.
This is an exciting time in British Columbia. We're going to have a new leader, a new premier. And with that will come, new vision and rejuvenated zest, I guess. I'm very hopeful that the arts will play a role in that.